how important a technical analysis has been and how critically we find out the levels. Yesterday, once again, we have proven out the criticality of the levels where gold reversed precisely from 1946.5 levels and silver from 2430. Remember, yesterday in our Asia and Europe session update, we have discussed these levels are very critical. Precisely from the same levels, both have reversed, and at the same time, I had asked you that the support is very strong at 1934 levels precisely. Now today it has gone close to 34. At the same time for silver, the selling entry was at 2420 with the support at 24 and 2380. Now silver also has come closer to 2380 levels. So what to, I hope you all profited yesterday. Now what to expect today from gold and silver? We will see with the help of charts and indicators. Your every like, comment, share is a great appreciation, great motivation and inspiration for me to deliver twice a day updates on gold and silver. And yes, do subscribe, press the bell icon which keeps you updated with the twice a day analysis. Also, you can join my free Telegram channel in order to get the live updates. With that, let's start. First gold, followed with silver. Watch till the end. Now, on the hourly chart, see moving averages have crossed over. This is the 20 and 50 crossover. And now the prices are staying below 20, 50 and 100 period moving average. Now you can see this crossover on the hourly charts has happened since this bullish cross from 1890 1900 levels. So since then we have seen gold and silver staying bullish. Now this is crossed over again for a sell entry. This suggests there is bearishness. Now we all know that 3840 levels, this is the level, this is the zone which is going to provide maximum resistance for gold today, that is in between 38 and 42. These $4 are critical. Only if you see it about 42 you can initiate a buy entry and expect it to rise. But if you look closely, see, first of all, this is the support zone here, 1934-35, and precisely gold has achieved those levels and getting very strong support here. So on the downside these levels become critical. But let's have a look. See, stochastic is rising here, MACD is bearish here, and it has achieved a little bottom. Possibly it should try to converge and bounce back, but let's wait a little more until and unless it crosses over. We should not be thinking of gold as getting little bullishness here. RSI is also almost at bottom, coming to 2 hour. Likewise on the 2 hour chart, see, supports here, then this rise, and if you observe, lower highs are seen, lower lows are seen. One more thing, suddenly the slope has changed here and it is turning little bit more bearish. See, here it was sideways, here it is turned bearish. That is what is my observation here. So right now we are still going to observe till 1934. Below that 1930 and 1924-26 zone is the strongest support there on the downside. Below 1934-35, 1924-26 is the strongest support. Yes, 1930 could be first milestone. However, the strongest support is there a little further below at 1924-26. Now look, moving averages have started to converge. It has not yet crossed over. Stochastic is rising. MACD has seen a good bearish move here. It has now come, or it has now traded below zero levels here. RSI is also trading with a negative bias. Coming to 3 hour. Now on the 3 hour charts, after forming the bottom, now see, this is still not to be treated bearish unless and until it breaks below 1934, the lows of this, and then there is a wide space for gold to clear, but the support zone is going to come here. You can see this. This is going to be critical for gold. Let's see if it crosses over there. But right now, if you look at the moving averages, see, it is converged here. At the same time, one must not forget the prices were divergent from here, and that is why we can see it converging and getting support from the 50 period moving average. You can see 50 period moving average giving it a very good support. Stochastic is oversold, which calls for a possible rise. The MACD has seen a sharp divergence. It has seen a good bearish move here. We have discussed earlier, see, this could happen. Now I will wait for it to cross over. Once it crosses over, certainly more bullish momentum may be seen. RSI looking down, coming to 4 hour charts. Likewise on the 4 hour charts as well, 20 period moving average sitting here. Now see, 1940 definitely was a great resistance, and it is going to remain a great resistance, and that is why I mentioned 1938-42 zone is something you should watch out for. At the same time, see, I will expect it to see flat bottom is seen right now. So it has to give a breakout either which ways, whichever direction it takes, it is going to be a stronger one. Stochastic oversold. MACD. Now MACD is still trading with divergence, trading with bearishness. We have seen it is coming from a certainly higher levels. I do not see it achieving this bottom, but see, these are markets. Possibly what it could do, it could achieve little higher lows and then continue on the upside. So let's watch more. RSI looking downwards, trying to trade bearish, coming to the daily. Now see, on the daily charts, moving averages are still converging. None of these has crossed over. However, the move is on the upside, which suggests that the bullishness is still there as long as prices stay above these levels. Now see, 100 period moving average is situated at around 1934-35 levels. Very good support exists here. Second observation, the preceding candle is coming with a big wick on the upside and a red body, and this candle has already started on a bearish note. So now lower lows, lower highs, this is still a possibility. So once you see it staying above 1942, you can again expect 45, 46 levels as the greater resistance. And if you see gold staying above 47.46.5, just stay long. That should be a breakout, and possibly we will look again towards 54 and plus levels. But this is only possible if gold stays above 1946.5 levels. That is the first observation. So second observation, lower highs, lower lows suggests that as long as 34 is respected, we should not be treating this as bearish. See, stochastic has dropped. MACD, we have seen earlier that it is converging and possibly we may see red candles. Again, there is little more scope. However, I won't mind it is staying bullish because see, there is lot much of scope for gold on the upside. RSI near to top. Looking at, so considering this, I recommend you to sell at 1934. 1930 is the first target. 1924-26 is the next target. And these two are 1924-26 now is a very strong, and then 1920. These two are very strong support levels for gold for today. And on the upside, a buying entry can be taken if you see it is staying above 1940 levels itself, but then with a rider that as long as 1946.5 is not breached, one should not treat gold as bullish. It can reverse any point of time and you have to trade with caution in between 40 and 46.5. Above 46.5 is where there will be little bullishness and one can expect it to hit 54 levels as well. So take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at silver, and before that I have my offering for you, that is my mentorship batch. The 25th batch is going to start on 11th of September now. Only couple of seats are left. Register yourself now. Reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Also, you can be part of my Signals channel as well. Now, let's have a look at silver. Silver on the hourly charts, you can see this crossover here, and since then silver has stayed bearish and the moving averages have diverged. Now, second important point is look at the drop here. The drop here, the lows are almost at the same levels and slightly lower, and we all know that 2380 and 2370, these are two very good support for silver here. Now also, if you look at on the hourly charts, you will find, look at these two candles, higher lows. So for the hourly charts, there could be a possible retracement, but now I will wait for silver to break beyond 2410. Now if it stays above 2410, 2420 zone, that is the level above which the bullishness will be confirmed. However, those who want to take a little risk can buy at 24 itself. Now this price, the selling price has to be above 24 in order to confirm a buying entry. Then you can expect 2410, 2420. You will silver is going to find a stronger resistance there at around 2420 levels, and if you see it is staying above 2420, that is the time above beyond which possibly little more bullishness will be confirmed. Stochastic oversold. MACD is extremely bearish here. It has seen a bottom. It is trying to stabilize. Possibly it could bounce back. RSI is oversold, and this calls likewise on the 2-hour charts too. See, moving averages crossed over here. This is a bearish indication. The 50 and 100 is also 20 and 100 is also crossed over, and this makes this zone as a completely stronger resistance zone. See, a crossover does not mean that it cannot cross over again. It can, and hence we have to stick to the levels here. Now see, stochastic is oversold. This calls for a probable little pullback. While MACD has also seen good waves, good bearishness, it has come down to lower levels. It does not mean that it cannot drop further. However, we expect a little pullback. RSI oversold coming to 3-hour charts. Likewise on the 3-hour chart, see here. See, first of all, here lower highs, lower lows, so it has to stay above 24. That is why I say buying entry above 24 can be taken, but it has to break past see 24, 20, 30 zone. Now on the 3-hour chart, this is the crossover. Now you have seen when the crossover has happened on the hourly charts, what has happened? It has stayed bearish for long. Now you can see there is a crossover on the 3-hour chart. So it is important to understand that these levels are definitely critical for silver here. Now see, stochastic is oversold. MACD is trading extremely bearish. It has seen a very good journey, very long journey here. So we have to observe, because this could be one wave completely from here to here. Almost a month is done. Now the next move can begin here. RSI almost at bottom, coming to 4-hour charts. Now on the 4-hour charts, likewise, there is a crossover is about to happen. But remember, the bullish cross was not far below. It has just happened a week or more back, and since then we have seen little bullishness in silver. Also, one must note that the settlement level, the base here is at 2250. Now what is happening here is the rise and the retracement. Now this is trying to retrace. If it's in a bull run, at max 23, 40, 50 should not be breached. So this is the zone which I expect it not to breach and bounce back from here. So let's see. Stochastic is oversold here. MACD is trading bearish. This is the first wave it is completed. Possibly it could cross over for the second wave. RSI at bottom. Looking at the daily charts. Now look at the daily chart. See, moving average is crossed over here. Prices were divergent. It has converged. 20 period moving average achieved. 50 period sitting at around 2370 levels, and then 100 periods is also at the same zone. Now this zone becomes critical here in between 2360 to 2390. Silver must try to find a support here in this zone. Now what has happened here? See, rise, then this flag, and I will wait for a breakout. A breakout could bring certainly more bullish momentum in the future. But look at what is happening right now. Lower lows, if you connect lower highs. So yes, once again 2420 levels becomes critical, only above which you should expect it to stay bullish. Hence, also, stochastic is oversold. MACD willing to converge crossover for a sell entry. RSI looking down. Now, looking at this, I recommend you to sell at 2380 with a rider that 2360, 40. In fact, 2370, 2360, very strong supports exist there, and then 2340. Three levels you should watch out for. These are critical levels for silver here on the downside. We have to be aware of these levels, and hence, if you are taking a sell position at 2380, we have to be very alert. On the upside, you can buy here at 24, but then 2410, 2420 levels it needs to breach pass by. Beyond 2420 is where the bulls will take over. So take positions accordingly. Trade with a stop loss, trade with a trailing stop loss. Do like, share, subscribe, and comment. To press the bell icon, join my mentorship batch, join my signals channel. Reach out to me for any of your trading or training queries. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. See you again before the US session to watch that video as well. Thank you.